Hello, everybody. You probably saw the recent community post on my channel here. Um, and yeah, I'm using ChatGPT to design a Trainz route. So I have it pulled up on my phone right now so I can look at it while working on this. But essentially, this route is probably going to be released by the time I finish making it. I'm going to just call it AI designed route. Session name. I don't know what a good session name is, just gonna name it after my friend's cat, I guess. Beats me. um, Also, if you do want to see this entire series and maybe even see this route actually released when it's finished, please like and subscribe, comment down below. My favorite comments on this series will get a shout out in the next recording session as I've been doing. And I think I'm going to do metric, and I'm going to do the geographical region as United States. But, yeah. So essentially, what ChatGPT says first is it's apparently approximately 50 to 70 miles of track. Now, I recently learned that one of these base plates here is about 720 meters by 720 meters. Let me just do the conversion right now. 720 meters, 2 miles. That is less than half of a mile. So, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to take 70 miles to kilometers, and then I'm going to divide that result by 720. 20 meters. So that would be about 156 base plates of length, apparently. Oh, mama, what have I gotten myself into? 157. Oh my god. I'm gonna screenshot this. I'm gonna screenshot this because this is kind of crazy. Um, I'll post it in the community tab on the channel because, yeah, I might have bitten off more than I can chew with this route, but it'll make for an interesting series. And I asked where to start with ChatGPT, and it said start with the main city center. So I asked it where on the route that should be, and it says right in the middle. So this very first base plate is going to be that. Let's make it 5 meters so it's easier to work with, but let's add more ground. I'm gonna add one to the south, one in the north, and I have an idea based off what it says for what a station to use. So TC, yeah, there we go. Mass Transit Complex 1 by the one and only legendary Ben Dorsey, because he made some very cool stuff before he passed away. I believe he passed away. I read somewhere on the Trainz forums that he did, unfortunately, but I'm going to use one of his items because he is legendary in terms of Trainz content creation. I'm probably going to use a lot of his models on this route, actually. Hmm. In terms of structures, because I just love his structures. Oh, I do not want 100, but I am going to use this height now and see how tall this... Bit too tall, apparently. I am incompetent at using Surveyor tonight. It's like 2:30 in the morning. What am I talking about? How would I expect to be decent at 2:30 in the morning? I can't even play Minecraft properly at this hour. Speaking of, I really need to post the rest of the episodes of Into the Freeze, and I'm very sorry to keep you all waiting forever for that series to continue. Because I have more episodes that I've recorded that I just haven't posted yet, which I'm pretty sure I mentioned in a live stream. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, I'm going to do this. I'm going to raise the land around this side of the station here, and I'm going to have to assemble the actual station, and yeah, it's going to be hard to assemble because it's multiple pieces. So I have to basically do all the editing stuff for the platforms out here before I put them in. Departing passengers at peak time. How about, no, 200. Let's make this a really busy station. And this one will be the evening peak, yeah. Platform 2 will be the evening peak. Which one's platform 1, which one's platform 2? I don't know which one's which. That won't come back to bite me, I'm sure. Yeah, I think these episodes are going to shoot for about 15 minutes long. These are going to be double peak. And during peak times, I want 400 people per platform at maximum. Initial number of passengers is 20. Yep. So now I'm just going to have to move these carefully into place here. Speaking of trains, I hear a real train horn outside because I live close to railway tracks. Lovely. Anyway, I'm going to carefully, not move the entire station. I'm going to carefully, because this is a very tedious process to line this up just right. Because of course it is, of course it has to be tedious, but you know, I'm sure I'll manage. It looks so stupid. I think it's because it's supposed to be with this end, actually. I think it's supposed to be rotated, that's why. So technically this one's supposed to go on this side. No, it's supposed to go on this side if it's like this. Now I understand why I don't like assembling large structures very often. Well, you all don't, because this is the first time you all have witnessed me building a Trainz route in Surveyor, but yeah, there we go. That looks better. MTC, Mass Transit Complex Stub Platform. Yeah, I think these episodes are going to be like either 10 to 15 minutes, so let's see. Morning peak, 200. I want this one to be evening peak, 200. Because of course I do. Well, what did I just click? Oh, I clicked the station. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm clicking things like an idiot. No, I'm trying to move you. Thank you. There we go. I don't know if it's necessarily a good idea to have your tracks lead right into a building wall like this, but who am I kidding? They know what they're doing. I'm going to add one final one to this side, and hopefully that'll make it work. This one I'm going to keep at the default values, but I am going to change it to have an evening peak one. And then I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to just do, you know, my best to line it up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to, no, not that. I'm going to, where is it? Apply. Here's the smooth button. Smooth spline height. There we go. Now that's better. So that'll be for outgoing trains in one direction, but there's going to be trains going south as well at this terminal. Because, you know, I'm just deciding to say screw it and make this station even more convoluted than it needs to be. Because, you know, I'm interpreting it differently, and I want an excuse to use this massive structure that uses a lot of, I don't know what the term is off the top of my head, because I'm stupid apparently, but, uses a lot of, what is it called? It's a very intensive structure for the game to load, essentially. Oh. Oh, okay, so I need to make this actually down deeper. Lovely. I swear this isn't enough, and I'm like, actually, oh, 20 is just not enough. Like, 25 is too much, but maybe 23 will be the sweet. 23 is the sweet spot, guys. I figured it out. I'm not as stupid as I look. I'm not as stupid as I think I am. Oh, wait, no, that's not supposed to be that way. There we go. So this kind of gives a general idea on the size of the river that I'm going to be dealing with here. Massive river is going to be flowing right through the city. Maybe I'm going to use a monorail because it suggests like a light rail or tramway, which I could substitute a monorail in because why not? Well, no, I like monorails, and it gives me an excuse to use something that my friend Sakimi made. Well, I'm going to be using a Shinkansen stock anyway, but it's fine. Some of these in platforms might actually be narrow gauge for the stub ends. That would be interesting, but here we kind of see that I'm in the process of making the river because I want a river flowing through the downtown city center. And that's like, that looks like a river shape if I've ever seen a river shape in my life. More recent video shows I have in fact seen what a river looks like. Anyway. There's all sorts of stuff I kind of want to see if ChatGPT will work with for me adding to the route, just because I can. Now this one's actually very hard to position because it has to be positioned just right. Like, just right over it. As you see, there's this little area here where it's supposed to go. Right over this, what looks like a jet walkway bridge, essentially. There we go. That's a very hard piece to position right, though. But I think I've done a decent job positioning it right. I might set up a little track for my cameras as well. But yeah, so this is all I have to show for episode 1 is the start of the route in the station. I guess is all I'm going to have to show. I'll probably finish the station by next episode, and yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll get another through platform out though, and I'm going to, again, double peak them. And I'm going to do 400 per platform again. And then I'm going to carefully position this platform right in the same position in comparison to the rest of the structure. And there's also other tracks for the little yard that ChatGPT recommended, which is another reason I actually chose this station, was so that I could use those little yard track looking things, because ChatGPT recommended a couple tracks for like freight sidings or passenger sidings or whatever. So yeah, here we go. This is going to be fun because it's just barely going to fit this extra track here. So let's do the same process. 400, 400, and then double peak, double peak. Double peak, yeah. Standards, oh, no, large station. Yeah, large station. That's a mistake I've made, is I didn't make them all large stations, or well, I guess some of them will be terminus stations, but it's fine. Let's put you carefully here so I don't have to worry too much, and I'm gonna make sure not to interfere with the, what's it called? Yeah, with the support pillars of the bridge over it, because that could be a problem. I might make a bypass route for like high-wide loads, because I like running high-wides as well on my railroads. Yeah, so far so good. All I'm doing is making a station, apparently. I'm just gonna 180 degrees all three of these right now. Because I think having them at 180 degrees is what I need for this particular set of platforms. Now, I'm pretty sure I could use these as like smaller intermediate platforms for certain stations as well for custom designs, which I might dabble into at some point. But for now, I'm going to make these terminus, yeah. Also going to do no, this one can actually stay at the defaults. This one can actually stay at the defaults aside from platform 2 being an evening peak one. Yeah, is that this one? Good. So then I'm going to put it basically right where the other one is. Basically try and line it up with that other one, but on this side. There we go. So that kind of gives people a way on and off their trains. I think it would be funny if I connected these with invisible track for something, but I'll figure something out. I'll do something funny with that at some point, perhaps. And I'm going to make these ones 200. And I'm probably going to make the ones that are 120 into narrow gauge local commuter trains, because that'll be useful. Like maybe on one of these sides, yeah. Maybe that other track, which I'll point to with my mouse pointer soon, as I position this one. Give me a moment. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. Maybe this track right here that runs all the way through without a platform can be, this one can be a narrow gauge one, and it'll just have the bridge over the non-narrow gauge terminus tracks. Because I can design an interesting station when I'm feeling like it. Terminus, evening peak, terminus, 200. That at least allows your narrow gauge trains as well to run at regular intervals, or bypass, onto the other track if they need to. It does allow for options, and options are good. The narrow gauge stuff's probably going to just, not have as many stations, but I'm not going like the full Electro Island route, which I'm working on a modified version of that for a specific review of Sakimi's models. So, anyone still watching at this point, drop hashtag Sakimi in the comments, and thank you all very much for watching. And this first installment, we got just this one station made. Bye.